Welcome to Mike's Workshop Adventures. I'm Mike. Thanks for coming along again. Appreciate you being here. Today I'm going to make a door for a pizza oven for a local school. My son-in-law is the principal there, and I offered to make them the door for the pizza oven they've just had installed. This is the template I was given. This is the door I've made. It's out of 3mm plate with 2 pieces. I've used the reinforcing bar handle, and this will be the locking mechanism. This will go through the back here, and I'll be able to put a padlock on it for the weekends and when it's not in use, just for safety of the kids. Right, let's go and make it. So here's our piece of plate, 3mm plate I was given to make these out of. So I'll cut one out of this side and then one out of the other side. So first of all I'm going to mark out my curve. Now I've got them to send me a photo of the opening, and this is actually just slightly bigger than the opening, but I want it wider again so we've got a good amount of coverage. So I'm going to sort out this shape and then I'll add 30mm to it. Something like that. So I'm just going to use this off-cut, nice and flexible. As you can see, I'll just come in there to the shape. That's good. So now I've taken a pair of dividers, and I've just taped my felt tip pen onto it, and I've made that another 30mm. So I'm just going to go around and add my 30mm. Okay, beautiful. So that is the shape I'm going to cut out with my angle grinder, and then I'll use that to template the second one. Right, let's go cut her out. So this piece I'm going to cut out two shapes, and I'm just going to do what I think looks like a nice size to go around the outside. What do we got there? 45. So let's halve this. It's 250, 280 to the centre. Should be my centre. 280. And what do we say? 45, so 22 and a half. 45. 0. Okay, so I'm going to cut this piece out, but I think we'll put some curvy corners in first. Yeah. So I'll head over to the drill press and I'll drill those out, and then I'll go back outside and cut the rest out. Right, I've drilled out my corners, so now I'll take it outside and I'll cut out here and out there, and then this will just give us a bit of a extra three-dimensional shape on the door. Right, let's head back outside and cut her out. Morning guys, another day here. So I finished cutting this out last night. Now I'm just going to file the shapes, make them nice and clean before I weld it all together. So let's do a bit of hand filing. I just want to get my curve, it's looking reasonably curved. Okay, so that's the insert overlay, should I call it, tidied up. So now I'm going to clamp it to the main piece and then file this top curve. Okay, so I'm going to remark this shape. I'm sure it's gone by now. I love these long, thin markers. I just get them off AliExpress. No, there won't be a link in the description to buy them. So, I'm going to mark a centre line down there, somewhere, about centre, doesn't have to. I'll weld that along the bottom. So I'm going to drill some holes, then I'll just plug weld from the back on that. The rest will be fine, so it's only that area, so that doesn't flop around. Right, let's go to the drill press and drill those. Okay, I'll just give this a clean down because I'm going to weld through here with the TIG welder. So the idea of the holes when and that's back on there. I'll clamp it up, but when I got it at the welding, I'm going to weld through these holes. Just yep. Okay, I'll be back after I do some welding. Back from the welding area, so I've welded it all up. So I've gone right around the edge, I've gone right around the base, and I've plug welded, oh there's one, plug welded all of these holes. So now I'm going to give it a grind up. Right, so apart from the dirty black mess everywhere, that is 90% done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make a handle. I'm going to weld 2 pins, so they'll drill a hole in the bottom of the pizza oven, so they'll just lock in. I'll mill a slot through here, and I'll make a flat piece of flat bar to come out with a hole in it, so they can put a padlock on it and they can bolt that to the. So next job is I'll make up I'll just bend a bit of round bar. Once again, I'll just drill and I'll weld it from the back, and then slot it, but then I'll slot it before I weld that on. I just want to get the idea of the size of that before I put the slot in. Looking good, very happy with it. Okay, so this will be the handle. I've made it out of a piece of rebar. I think I'll actually probably cut it a bit shorter. It looks like it's standing off too far. But I've got to allow for a latch to come through there, so you can put a padlock on it. And that's going to be 285 and below. 285. So I want to. So I'm going to slot this out like this. Beautiful. Right, I'll go and see what I can find to do that with. Right, I'm set up on my milling machine. I've just clamped down on top of my vise. Right, let's put calculator into that. So I'm going to mark out where I want that to go, and then I'll drill some holes. Right. Right, handle welded on from back. So I'll go drill some holes in this now. I'll drill one for the padlock and 4 to mount it. We're going to do that at the drill press. Okay, so the last job is to cut 2 pins that will stick down and go into the bottom of the, they can go in 25, so I want 2 pins at 50mm, and they'll stick, so I'll cut them and weld them on, and then we are done. Oh, apart from painting it. Here's the finished article, inside from the paint booth, i.e. outside hooked on a ladder. It sprayed up really well. It was probably a bit greyer than I expected. This was a barbecue paint. I thought it might be a bit blacker, but it's what you spray barbecues with. I think it looks okay. It'll be picked up this afternoon to be taken out and put in place tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get a photo of it for you all installed.